What is data manipulation language in SQL? Hi, I am M. Asif Hussain from knowHow Academy. In this video, I am going to guide you what exactly is data manipulation language, what are the commands that we have under DML, the syntax of each command, and then I am going to show you with one example of each command under DML. So let's start working on it. Here, in my previous videos, I have even shown you how we can use this DDL language, what are the commands that we have under DDL. So with one example, now the point is that we have seen that how to create a table. Now having only table is enough? A table with no values in it, is it enough? No, we want a table with the values and with some information in it. So when we want the table with the values and information, it is very obvious that we have to insert some values in it, as simple as such. So in order to insert the values in it, we have to come under DML, which is data manipulation language. You are going to manipulate with the data. So now for this, I am going to use the insert command. Now before directly telling you the insert command, let me have a quick recap of by creating a table, then I will show you how to insert the values in it. So for this, I am going to create a table. So the table name, let me take training, the short form TRNG. I am going to create a column called training ID with a data type integer, and I am taking the constraint as not null. Constraints I have discussed it with you in the previous videos. Then I am going to even create the training name. So as it is a name, it is a character, and we also have some special characters in it. So that's where I'm taking varchar as my data type. As we are taking a character, it is sure that we have to take the size as well. So I'm taking the size as 200. For varchar, we can take any size, it's up to us. So I'm taking 200 as my maximum size, and the constraint I'm choosing here is not null, comma. I'm taking the training fee, again fee, it is a value, that's where I'm choosing it as integer, and I'm making sure that this value, this particular training fee column also should not have any null values in it. So what I'm going to do, I'm executing this table. So as soon as I execute it, it is showing me that commands completed successfully. I have successfully created a table. Now if I want to see my table, then what is the syntax? Then select, which comes under the DQL. So under select, I want to see all the columns. That's where I took star from. What is my table name? My table name is training. So TRNG, if I execute it, I can see all the columns that I have under my table. Now the point is that I have to insert the values in this particular table. So for this, the syntax for inserting the value is insert. You have to use a keyword insert, command insert. Insert where? Insert into. You are inserting into where? You are inserting into a table. So what is the table name? The table name you have to write it. What you are inserting in the table? You are inserting the value. That's where you have to use the keyword values. Then as per the column sequence, you can give the values here. Many people, what they do, if they don't want to give the columns for all the values for all the columns, then after the table name, you can specify the individual column name, and followingly you can add the values as well. That is also one option. So let us insert the values in it. Insert into, what is my table name? My table name is training, TRNG. So what I am inserting in this training table? I am inserting the values. So what is the value? The first column I have is training ID. As it is a ID, let me take 101, comma, training name. As it is a character, we have to indicate the values of the characters under single quotation. Okay, so I am taking the training name. Let me take SQL, comma. Then what is the fee? The training fee, let us take 10,000. I am closing the bracket. Alright, so like this you can add a number of values, comma. Again, I can choose 102 as my another training ID. Then I will write my column name such as training name, which I have. Under this training, let me add the value such as Java, comma. I will take the column 3, which is training fee. Training fee, let me take 25,000. I'll close the bracket. Okay, so now I'm inserting the values for these two. Let me execute it. 2 rows affected. So commands completed successfully, no errors. If I retrieve, if I fetch my particular table training and execute it, you can see that under training ID 101, 102, and the training name column SQL and Java, and the fees of each training names. Okay, so it is successfully created. I have successfully inserted the values in it. Now the next one is that under the DML, after insert, we have another command called as update. Now what is the use of this update? So for example, let us consider the training fee of SQL, it is not 10,000, it is 15,000. So you have already inserted the value, you have already executed the particular statement, a query. Then now after you have executed, now you have to again, you do some update. You have to do some manipulation, you have to do some changes with the existing data. So that's where you go with the update. What is the syntax of update? Update, you are updating into which table? You are updating the table training. You are setting some value, okay, for which column? That column name with the where condition. So let me guide you with an example. I am going with update. What table I am updating? I am updating the table called training. Okay, so what you are set is a keyword again. What you are setting a new value. What new value you are setting up, that you have to mention it here, not the old one. So the new value for the column TR fee, which is my training fee. Okay, so training fee here equal to my training fee of SQL. It is 10,000. I want to update it to 15,000. So 15,000, where you are giving the training fee as 15,000, that's fine, but to which particular course name, to which particular training name, to which particular ID, so that also you have to specify. As you have only one SQL in this particular table that I have shown it to you, that's fine. So now let us consider that you are having the multiple SQL names and multiple 10,000s, but you need to have some unique identification, that you need to relate that new column to that particular identification. So what I am going to do, please, I am telling SQL that, dear SQL, please update my SQL training fee 10,000 to 15,000 to my training name SQL or my training ID 101. Any condition you can choose it. It's up to you. Now training underscore, I have my ID equal to 101. So to this particular training ID 101, so we have to set the fee as 15,000. So what I am doing, I am executing it. Then if you see here, one row affected, right? So if I execute my training table, we can see that earlier my training fee was 10,000, now it is 15,000. So how much it was? It was 10,000 earlier. Now I have updated it to the new value, which is 15,000. So whatever the condition you want, the condition you can choose it. It is up to you. It is your choice. Choosing the condition is your choice. You can choose the condition up, whatever the condition might be. So now you might have a question that, as if you have taken training ID 101 as a condition, should I take training name as SQL in a condition? Yes, we can choose it. Any condition you can choose it. It is your choice, but to which specific row you want to apply this update new value, that you have to set it up. That is very important. Okay, so this is the another command that we have in our DML. So first one we have seen is insert, and the next one we have seen is update. The another command that we have is delete. Okay, so in the previous videos we have seen that under DDL I have shown you something called as a drop. Okay, drop, it will do what? It will remove the entire table. Drop will remove the entire database object. But if you want to remove some specific rows, then you need to come with the delete command. You cannot do with the drop. There is a lot of difference. So delete will help you to remove the complete row, but not the complete database or not the complete table. All right. So what I'm going to do now, I'm writing delete. What is the syntax of delete? Delete from which table? From the table training. What you want to remove, that condition you have to give it under where clause. So where, what is the condition, which particular row I want to remove, that you have to give it here. Where, let me remove training 102 Java. Okay, so training TRID equal to 102. So I want to remove training ID 102. That particular row alone I want to remove it. I don't want to remove the entire table. I don't want to remove the entire database object. Okay, so I am executing this one. One row affected successfully. If I try to execute it, select star from my particular table training, you can see that only one column will be there, which is SQL. The Java column is removed. The reason is that we have deleted the row. So in order to remove the row individually, we can go with the delete command. If you want to remove the entire database object, we have to go with the drop command. That's where the drop and delete differences comes into the picture. So again, I am repeating, under DML, we have insert, where we will be inserting the values in a table. We have update, where we will be updating the values that we have it in the existing table. Then we go with the delete in order to remove the individual rows that we have it in a table. So these are the three commands that we have under data manipulation language. So thank you for choosing knowHow Academy as your source for IT knowledge. We are always here to help you to navigate the tech world. If you have any questions, do not hesitate to reach out. It's been a pleasure sharing this information with you. Stay curious and keep learning.